the first record that I ever bought with my own money was Tower of Power, Back to Oakland, 1974. I was 11 years old. This was before I played the saxophone. And I heard Lennie Picket blow the tenor sax solos in that band, in that infamous horn section. And I was kind of hooked. That was one of those things that just sort of stayed with me. And that band became, from that moment, became my favorite band of all time. And the first concert that I ever went to was Earth, Wind, and Fire at the Fabulous Forum.
Wow.
And that was probably 76,
I
maybe.
bet I was there.
They had the spandex, everything. They had explosions. I mean, I thought, this is what it's all about. You know, it was amazing. But horn bands were really, especially for those first few years, those horn bands were so incredible to me. Those I just couldn't get enough. Earth, Wind, and Fire, Tower of Power, Chicago, Kool and the Gang. I could go on and on and on. And I guess I'm a product of what was going on. And I'm the youngest of three, and my sister was listening to a lot of pop music. My brother was really into progressive rock, so I was very focused on what he was listening to. My parents were listening to all the great crooners and singers. Ella Fitzgerald and Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin were their favorites. Sammy Davis Jr. So I think I'm an amalgam of all of that. And then my brother kind of got into a phase where he was listening to a lot of Michael Franks and I'm blanking. Gino Vanelli. Gino Vanelli was like playing in my bedroom studio nonstop. Stevie Wonder. And of course, then I discovered David Sanborn, and it was all over after that. David Sanborn became my sax god, my guru. So those are a few of the musical influences that I had growing up. And still to this day, those are people that I still go to. We all, like the music that we discover as kids, it never, I don't think it ever goes away. It's still, that's always it's like the comfort food, musical comfort food, really.
Right. And I have to say that album, Back to Oakland, might be one of the most played albums I've ever played, and to this day in my 30 years of life.
Yeah. Well, just from the bass alone, Frank,
just from the bass alone. Yeah.
You know, just the bass line with Rocco, right, and David Garibaldi. That combination,
what is hip, and squib cakes and all those great. I mean, the album is basically a clinic on music, and if anybody out there doesn't know Back to Oakland by Tower of Power, please check it out from top to bottom, because it's just a musical. It's an exciting ride, and 8 tracks were in. Were the thing that we listened on.
Did you have it on 8 track?
And I had it on 8 track.
Do you still have it on 8 track?
I probably could get my hands on it somewhere. So
it's probably worth something now.
So you put it in there, and it would just. I listened to that album so much, and all those guys are just phenomenal musicians, and I get it why you got that. You know?
It was just sheer power coming out of the speakers.
And when I think about influences, and when you talk about your influence, I think you were on the other side of the wall. Like, we're brothers basically through music, because every one of those groups, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Kool and the Gang, and Chicago, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, those were all the guys that were literally like inventing the wheel of what we do today.
The spinning wheel.
Hey,
thank you very much. I'm here all day.
We're here till Thursday. Oh, it is Thursday. But to hear you articulate the way you were influenced by those, it's exactly my story. Those were all the same guys that influenced me.